What is going on to my Instagram family, and welcome back to Faith Like That and one of our daily discussions about the verse of the day from YouVersion. Today that verse is Psalms 130 and the fifth verse, and it reads, I wait for the Lord, my soul doth wait, and in his word do I hope. Amen. And another great verse for today. And I think this can be applicable to this time that we're in this pandemic, and stay-at-home orders, and some of the things that we're dealing with, because we are a little bit impatient, and as you know, and especially in this country, United States, there's people who are ready for the country to open back up, and we want to go back out and want to do things. They're upset they can't get their hair cut, and stuff like that, and they have these expectations about life and what should be happening, and they're waiting for something to happen, but not just waiting patiently, but they're trying to force the hand. They're trying to open things back up. They want to complain. Let's protest. Let's do these things. And we think about that in our lives and in our day-to-day actions and decisions. How many things do we actually really wait on? We live in a time and a context where we want it right now. Let's put it in the microwave. Let's get it fast. How fast can we get there? We want exponential growth. We want to be insta famous, Instagram. And with all this stuff, like what do we really wait on, and take the time to go through and appreciate the journey that we're on. I do want to read you the message, not the message, but the NIV version of that same verse. When we look at that, it says, I wait for the Lord, my whole being waits, and in his word I put my hope. So in this waiting that we're doing, what are we waiting on? Which we should all be mindful that at some point in this waiting that we're doing, that we'll have to come face to face with our Maker, with God, with Jesus Christ, and give an account for who we are and what we've done, the decisions we've made, the things we've said, actions we've taken, and everyone is going to have to deal with him. There's no getting around that. So your waiting should be on him. Your hope should be in him. The one that you have to deal with. And it even says in that same psalm that there's redemption there, there's forgiveness there with God. But most of us aren't waiting on him. We're not thinking about dealing with him. We're thinking about dealing with ourselves and our own expectations. So what I do want you to consider today and from today forward is when you're doing things, what are you waiting on? Are you really waiting on God, patiently waiting on him, with expectations that are his, and that he's told you that he has, and that you can expect these things from him based upon what he said in his word? Because a lot of us have expectations about what needs to happen and what we want, and we get upset when we don't get what we want. But did God ever say he was going to do that? Was that ever agreed upon? Did you all ever have that conversation? Do you really even have the relationship to where you could ask him for that and expect to get those things? So you're waiting on someone that you don't hardly talk to, that you don't know that well, you don't have a relationship with. It's kind of problematic, and you can expect that the things that you want you're not going to get, especially when you don't have the relationship. So again, relationship is important. And being able to wait patiently is important, and wait patiently on the right thing is important. Thanks for coming and spending some time with me today, and we'll see you around.